Okay, so good day class. This is ENS 185. Um, Course name Engineering Data Analysis. I am Professor Amishan C. Tilendo. And today we will have a continuation of our previous discussion on the module 2, which is the probability. So, lesson outline, we will talk about probability distribution, fundamental counting principles, permutations, combinations, factorial, and then later on we will try to solve more of the examples. Anyway, in each of the subsection naman, nagbibigay naman tayo ng mga examples. Okay? So let's start with the probability distributions. So when dealing with the occurrence of more than one event or activity, it is important to be able to quickly determine how many possible outcomes exist. So that's the first objective natin, to know how many possible outcomes exist. So in any event or in any occurrences, uh, it is very important to exactly determine how many possible outcomes that can be numbered, or kung ilan yung kaya nating i-name na possible outcomes. For example, if ice cream sundae come in 5 flavors with 4 possible toppings, how many different sundaes can be made with one flavor of ice cream and one toppings? So dun pa lang, we have an option of 5 flavors, and then we have 4 na toppings. Ngayon, ipagsasama mo si flavor ng ice cream and the possible toppings mo. Ngayon, ang tanong, how many different combination or how many different um, flavor of ice cream and toppings ang pwede mong gawin? No? So, automatically, with that alone, we can say na it's 5 times 4. No? So, that's why the answer is 20. Okay, so that is a fundamental way of counting the probability. No, so that's why to give us an introduction, no, on the probability, we will first discuss the fundamental principles of counting. So first, let's tackle about its operation. So the result of an operation is definitely an outcome. No? So whenever there is an event or there is an occurrence, the result is automatically what we call an outcome. For example, if we throw a die, no, which is has 6 faces naman, no, one possible outcome is 5. No, that's one possible outcome. But if we throw a die, there are actually 6 possible outcomes. No, yung dice natin, no, 6 faces kasi siya. It's a cube. So, meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, there are 6 possible outcomes. No? But, um, yung 6 possible outcome natin, no, each one of them are unique outcome. Like for example, you have a outcome 5, outcome 1, outcome 2, and 6, and so on and so forth. Suppose one operation has m possible outcomes and the second operation has n possible outcomes. So the number of possible outcomes when performing the first operation followed by the second operation is m times n. No, so ibig sabihin, if you have two events where the event 1 has m possible outcomes and then you have the event 2 which is n possible outcomes, pag yung operation mo is nangyari where mauna mo na yung event 1 followed by the event 2, the number of the possible outcomes pag pinaghalo sila is m times n. No, i-multiply natin siya. Just like what we have kanina na 5 flavors and 4 toppings, so it's 20. No? Performing one operation and another operation means we multiply the number of the possible outcomes. Example, yung mga activity that is governed by the fundamental rules of counting, no? Number one is you draw 2 cards from a standard deck of 52 cards without replacing the cards. Um, um, Before pala, um, dito sa probability, dapat alam natin yung mga standard na mga numbers of each of the like common materials na nakikita natin. Like for example, a deck of cards. No? Automatically, a deck of cards has 52 cards. No? May 52 cards and then meron tayong 30, 4 suits. No? It's the diamond, heart, spade, and the other one, uh, the clover, no? So meron tayong apat na suits, and then we have 13 na numbers including the face cards, number cards including the face cards. No, alas, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, then jack, queen, and king. Okay, so that it comprises of the 52 cards. So there are 50, if the activity, will try to determine, or you have to draw two cards, no? So through two cards lang, when you say draw, kukuha ka, di ba? So two cards from a standard deck of 52 cards without replacing the cards. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo na ibabalik. Pag nakuha mo na yung card mo, hindi mo na ibabalik ulit. Hindi mo na siya i-replace. So, there are 52 ways to draw the first card automatically. Kasi 52 yung cards mo. And then, maka 52 yung ways na pwede mong kukunin yung first card. But the second card is hindi mo na kasi ibabalik yung nakuha mong first card. No? So, ang naiwan na lang doon sa standard deck mo na sa table is 52 cards, 51 cards na lang kasi nakuha mo na yung una. So, that's why the number of ways to draw the two cards, without replacing, ibig sabihin hindi mo ibabalik yung first card na nakuha mo, is 52 times 51. Okay? So, 52 times 51, that's 2,652 ways to draw the cards. So, that's an example of that. Okay, suppose one operation has m possible outcomes and the second operation has n possible outcomes. So, example, you event 1 has m possible outcomes, event 2 has n possible outcomes. The number of possible outcomes when performing the first operation or the second operation. So, this time, or ang sinabi. Pag mag-or ka, no, it's m plus n. No? Kanina, followed by. No? Ibig sabihin, m followed by n. Ito, M, no, the first operation or the second operation. So performing one operation or another operation, we add the number of possible outcomes. So we assume it is not possible for both operations to occur, no? So dapat hindi yung dalawang operations hindi yung simultaneously nangyayari. In other words, there is no overlap of the two operations, no? So magkaiba silang operation, hindi mo sila isasama. So, counting techniques, no? Dito na pumapasok kung paano tayo nag-account or paano tayo naglilista ng mga events usually. So, consider the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Suppose you want to determine the total two-digit numbers that can be formed if these are combined. So, yung 1, 2, and 3, 4 mo, i-combine mo daw sila pero tigto 2-digit lang. So let us assume that no digit is to be repeated. Ibig sabihin, bawal si 1-1, bawal si 2-2, bawal si 3-3, bawal si 4-4. It's because they are repeated. So ano yung mga numbers, ano yung mga two digits na pwede natin kunin sa 1, 2, 3, and 4 na mga digits? For example, 1 and 2, 2 and 1, 3 and 1, 4 and 1, and so on and so forth. So, ito yung mga lista ng mga two digits number na galing sa 1, 2, 3, 4. No? Notice that we were able to use all the possibilities. In this example, we have 12 possible two digits number. No? So ang pinaka like the fundamental way of doing or listing all these possible outcomes or possible outcomes is counting, no? Ibig sabihin i-list mo. Yun yung pinakauna, maglilista ka. So, now, if meron tayong repetition na mangyayari, isasalin natin si 1-1, isasalin natin si 2-2, isasalin natin si 3-3, isasalin natin si 4-4. Therefore, we have 16 possible outcomes doon sa may repetition. So, if no repetition, it's 12. If may repetition, it's 16. In the first activity, we can do it in M ways. And after it has done, the second activity can be done in N ways. Anong ibig sabihin nun? The first pagkuha mo, ang first na pagkuha mo doon sa, kasi usually ang kinukuha naman natin is the tens digit, no? Example, dito sa 12, kukunin mo natin si 1, no? Yung tens digit na pagkuha natin, we have 4 possible na outcome. Pwedeng si 1, pwedeng si 2, pwedeng si 3, pwedeng si 4. So, meron ka ng, sa first event mo, which is choosing for the tens mo, is 4. So, let me have here. For example, you have to choose, no? You have to list two-digit numbers. From, yeah, from 1, 2, 3, 4. So for you have two digit, no, the tens digit and the ones. Okay. Ngayon, sa tens digit natin, there are four possible ways, no? Pwede kang maglagay ng 1, pwede kang maglagay ng 2, pwede kang maglagay ng 3, pwede kang maglagay 4. So yun si M, no? That's your M. And so once mo, pwede kang maglagay if this is no repetition. If no repetition, si once mo, for example, pag kinuha ko na si 1, ang mangyari na lang dito, maging 2, maging 3, maging 4. So you have your n here. So m is equal to 4, n is equal to 3. So when you try to find all the possible outcomes, it's gonna be 12 ways. No? But if repetition, no, ang tens mo, no, is pwedeng 1, 2, 3, 4, yun yung tens mo. And then yung ones mo na digit, pwedeng 1, pwedeng 2, pwedeng 3, pwedeng 4. So that's gonna give you your m is equal to 4 and your n is equal to 4. That's gonna give you 16 ways. Yeah. So, ganun. Ganun yung pagkaiba ni repetition pati if wala kang repetition. Okay, so then the total number of ways to which the activities can be done by multiplying it. No? So, i-multiply mo lang siya. So, let's have a little bit of the exercise. Let's see nga. Tama ba to? Yeah. May exercise tayo. I'm gonna check. Okay, for the number 1, let's say how many digits can be formed from 1, 2, 3, 4. Two digits number can be formed from numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. No, repetition is not allowed. Repetition is not allowed. So for number 1, letter A, we already solved that if the no repetition, it's gonna be 12 ways. Wait lang. So dapat for letter A, the number of ways, it's gonna be 4 times 3, which is 12 ways. For letter B, the number of ways is, if repetition is allowed, 4 times 4, it's gonna be 16 ways. Next, number 2. How many 3-digit numbers can be formed from the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 if any of the digits can be repeated? So, ibig sabihin, once na nakuha mo na yung isang digit, pwede mo siyang ibalik na naman sa pagpipilian mo. So, 3-digit numbers, automatically sa 3-digit number, you have your hundreds, you have your tens, and then you have your ones, no? So, 3 digit siya. Now, this is your hundreds, this is your tens, now this is hundreds. Thus, you have your tens, and then you have your ones. So, yung 3 digit na yun, pwedeng 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the each of the digit. Okay? Yun yung if repeated siya. So, ibig sabihin, ang mangyari, ito, ang papipilian mo sa 500s are 5. No? Ang pagpipilian mo sa tens, 5 rin. Kasi, it can be repeated. So, for example, nakuha ko na si 1, ibabalik ko ulit si 1. Or kung nakuha ko na si 2, ibabalik ko ulit si 2. So, 5 again yung choices mo. So, once 5 again yung choices mo, so if you're gonna multiply that, so the number of ways is automatically, it's 3 digit, no? So, automatically, that's 25 times 5. That's gonna give you 1, 2, 5 ways of doing that. Okay? So, number 3, Okay, so for the number three, the club members are going to elect their officers. If there are five candidates for president, five candidates for the vice president, and three for the secretary, how many ways can the officers be elected? So, one primary skill talaga sa module na to, sa probability, is that you really know how to comprehend the the, the problem, no? So kailangan maintindihan natin yung problem in the very first place. Usually puro problems word problems naman yung nasa probability natin eh. Okay. So now you have to elect the officers, that set of officers, no? Ibig sabihin ng set of officers, meron kang president, you have your president, you have your vice president, and you have your secretary. Secretary. Okay, so sa president, ilan yung pagpipilian mo? There are five candidates. So five candidates. For the vice president, you have again five candidates and you have only three sa secretary mo. Okay, so ang pwedeng isang set ng, so example of a set no of officer uh, is, for example, you have uh, let, let's say si President 1, you have a five president, no? For example, A, B, C, D, and E na president, and then you M, N, O, P, Q na vice president, and then X, Y, Z. Pwedeng ganun, no? For example lang ha, may mga pangalan nito. So, ang one set of officer, no? Pwedeng si A na president, si M na vice president, and then si X na secretary, pwede. Pwede rin si B na president ang pwedeng manalo, tapos si Q na vice president, and then si Z na secretary. So that's another. So ang objective natin is bibilangin natin kung ilan yung possible. How many ways? Makailan tayo makagawa ng set of officers, no? So this is one set of officer, two set of officers, and so on and so forth. Ang dami. So ang gagawin lang natin dito para malaman natin kung ilan yung possible ways natin. So the number of ways is automatically 5 sa president pipilian, 5 times 5 sa vice president, and then times 3. So that's 25 times 3 is equal to 75 ways. So you have 75 ways to elect an officer, no? For the officers to be elected. Okay, number 4. So, dito sa section na to or sa module na to, puro tayo problem solving. Number 4, an officer executive plans to buy a laptop, no, in which there are 5 brands. So, you have a brand na 5, and then 3 model, and then 5 colors. So, to choose from, in how many ways can the executive choose? So, automatically, the number of ways, kasi pwedeng, for example, Dell, tapos yung model ng laptop, no? Then the colors black. So, pwede yun. Pwedeng Asus, then yung model ng Asus, then let's say red. Or brand is Apple, the model is like, for example, Max 2016, and then the color is silver. So that's another way. So the number of ways we have is automatically, that's 5 times 3 times 3. So that's gonna give you 5 times 3, that's 15 times 3, no, that's 45 ways. Tama ba? 5, 3, the number of brand is 5, you have the model is 3, and the color is 5 pala, sorry. So the color is 5. So you have 5 here. So 5 times 5, 25 times 5 is 75. Okay. Okay, next. So there are 75 ways to choose that laptop. Number 5, we have to consider the number 2, 3, 5, and 7 if repetition is not allowed. So, no repetition ang nangyayari dito ha. No repetition. How many 3 digits number can be formed such that, so mag-form tayo ng 3 digit number. So, you have hundreds, you have tens, and then ones. No? So, we have hundreds, and hundreds, you have tens, and then, ay, no, hindi pala to decimal. Sorry ha, sorry. So, hundreds lang, hindi pala siya, um, wala siyang TH, sorry. Decimal pala ito. So, hundreds, tens, and yeah, hundreds, tens, and ones. So, pipiliin natin yon sa digit natin, tens and ones. Okay. So, ang pagpipilian natin is 2, 3, 5, and 7. Okay? Tapos gagawa tayo ng 3-digit number natin. For A, when they are all odd. So, ano yung mga odd numbers natin? The 1, 3, 5, 7. Basically, yung mga 2n plus 1 na mga number. Ano? So, mga odd numbers natin. So, ano yung mga odd numbers? Dapat they are all odds daw. So, ano yung odd numbers natin? We have 3, 5, and 7. No, lahat yun is odd natin. So, the number of ways, if they are all odds, no, yung sa hundreds natin, ilan lang pipilian natin? 3, 5, and 7. So, meron kang 3, no? 3 ways, no? So, and then, yung sa tens natin, sinabing no repetition. So, ibig sabihin, once na kinuha ko na yung isa, hindi ko na pwedeng ibalik. Like, for example, di ba, ang pagpipilian ko dito sa 3 is 3, 5, 7. Yan yung pagpipiliin ko. What if pinili ko si 3 for the hundreds? Tapos, ang may iwan na lang para sa 10 is the 5 and 7. No? Kasi, hindi ko na ibabalik. No repetition. Ibig sabihin, for example, if I choose the 3, no, what will be left here will be 2. No? That's 5 and 7 na lang yung natira. Hindi ko pwedeng ibalik si 3 kasi na-choose na siya. And then times, for example, kung napili ko na si 5, hindi ko na pwede siyang ibalik. So, times 1, si ones natin. So, ibig sabihin, the number of ways is 3 times 2 times 1. That's gonna give you 6 ways. Okay? And then for letter B, when they are all even. So, ano ba yung even number natin? Si 2 lang. No? So, 2 lang. So, and then, bawal pa talaga siyang i-repeat. So, the number of ways is automatically, isa lang yung pagpipilian natin, which is the 2 lang. So, sa hundreds mo, we have 1. And then, sa tens mo, hindi na pwede siyang ulitin. No repetition is allowed. So, 0 na siya. No? Hindi mo na pwedeng ulitin si 2 kasi 2 lang yung even natin. So, since wala na tayong pwedeng papipilian, times 0 na siya, times 0 sa tens. So, ibig sa ones, so you have 0 ways to do that. Number 3, letter C, when they are all greater than 500. Ibig sabihin, yung makuha mong digit must be greater than 500. So, ano yung mga digits na pwede na magsimula sa greater than 500? The 5 and 7. No? So, the number of ways here, sa hundreds, ang pagpipilian lang natin is si 5 and 7. No? So, you have 2 ways for the hundreds. And then, sa tens naman natin, once na, for example, this is 5 and 7, ang pagpipilian natin sa tens natin, pwede natin piliin si 2, pwede natin piliin si 3, pwede natin piliin si 5, pwede natin piliin si 7. No? But then, si 5 and 7, for example, pinili ko na si 5, hindi ko na siya pwedeng ilagay dito. No? Hindi ko na siya pwedeng maging choice sa tens ko kasi no repetition is allowed. So, ang mangyayari, maging 3 lang. So that's 3. Example, kung pinili ko si 5, so that's 3, 2, 3, and 7 na lang yung magiging choice ko. It's no repetition pa rin. No? So, yung pagpipiliin ko sa hundreds, dalawa, 5 and 7. Yung pagpipilian ko sa tens is tatlo. No? At ang yung pagpipilian ko sa ones is, example, kung pinili ko na si 7, ang matitira na lang si 2, 3 na lang. So, dalawa na lang times 2 and 3. So yun lang yung pagpipilian ko. Si 2 or si 3 na lang. So, that will give you 2 times 3 times 2. So, 6 and 12 ways. Okay, so no repetition kasi siya. Hindi siya pwedeng... so, ano yung mga 12 ways? Ano yung mga number na pwede natin gamitin dito? For example, you have 5, 7, 2, 5, let's say 7, 3. Yan. Tapos marami yan. So, hanggang sa 12 ways. They are all greater than 500, ha? All greater than 500. Okay, number 6. So sa number 6, a pizza place offer choices of salad. So ang pizza mo daw, meron kang 3 choices of salad. And then you have 20 kinds of pizza. Anyone? You have 20 kinds of pizza. And you have a 4 different desserts. So you have desserts here, which is 4. Okay. So the question is, how many different 3-course meal can one order? So 3-course meal natin dito, no, combination of salad, of a pizza, and a dessert. So 3-course meal na 'yon. So ilang combination ba tayo nito? Like isang Caesar salad, ilang pepperoni na pizza, isang pepperoni na pizza, tapos ang dessert natin is for example halo-halo, ganun. So that's another 3-course meal, or that's one 3-course meal. Another 3-course meal, pwede yung salad natin, Thousand Islands na salad. Ay, yung dressing is Thousand Islands. Ano pa ba na mga salad? Macaroni salad. Ganun. Then pizza natin, pwedeng mad cow na pizza. Then dessert natin, pwedeng, um, um, ano ba, like mango float. Ganun. So, ang gagawin natin, the number of ways is automatically, you have 3 salads times 20 na pizza times 4 na desserts. So, that will give you 60 times 4, that's 240 ways. Okay? So, number 7, just gonna close this one. Okay, number 7, the executive of a certain company is consists of 5 males and 2 females. Then how many ways can the president and secretary be chosen if letter A, the president must be a female and the secretary must be male. Letter B, the president and the secretary are of opposite sex. Letter C is the president and the secretary should be male. So paano natin to i-attack na problem? So again, let's repeat the problem how it goes, no? So the executive of a certain company is consists of 5 males. So you have a males na 5, and you have females. So yung females natin dalawa lang. So how many ways? So ibig sabihin, mag-choose tayo ngayon ng president and secretary from here, no? So you have 5 males and females. And then mag-choose tayo on that ng president. You have to choose the president and the secretary. Okay, so ang first condition natin is the president must be female and the secretary must be male. So ibig sabihin, si president natin here must be, ano yung, ilan yung choices natin ng president natin? So, dalawang position yung i-fill natin, no? The president and the secretary. Secretary. Okay, sa president natin, we have must be female. So, ibig sabihin, dalawa lang yung female na meron tayo. So, automatically, 2, then times the secretary must be male. So, ibig sabihin, yung male natin, 5. No? 5 yung pagpipilian natin sa males natin. So, that's gonna be 2 times 5, so that 10 ways. 10 ways to do that. Letter B, no, if the president and secretary are of opposite sex, no, so it doesn't matter kung babae or lalaki si president, basta opposite sex lang sila ng secretary niya. For example, si president is so one scenario, wait lang ha. So, one scenario natin dito is that you have a male na president. So, kung may male ka na president, automatically 5. And then, you have a female na secretary. So, that's one thing, no? Opposite sex na sila. Male si president, female si secretary. Pero pwede rin na si president mo is a female. So, pwede ding 2, and then ang secretary niya is a male. As long as opposite sex lang sila. Sinabi na opposite sex lang sila. So, that's 10 plus 10. So, that's 20 ways to do that. Naintindihan ba to? Yes. So, letter C, the president and the secretary should be male. Okay? So, the president and the secretary should be male. So, paano natin gagawin yun? Si president natin, automatically, male siya. So, 5. No? So, once nagkuha na ako ng male doon, na gagawin kong president, yung gagawin kong secretary na lang, 4 na lang. No? Kasi, parang no repetition na mangyari kasi yung isang lalaki, naging president na siya. Okay? So, ang matitira na lang para sa secretary, 4 na lang. So, that's gonna be, again, 20 ways to do that. Okay, so if you have a question, just message me for this. So, that's the example of the fundamental ways of counting. Principles of fundamental counting pala. So, let's move on to the permutation. Okay. This is exercise on principles of fundamental counting. And then let's move forward sa exercise natin sa permutation later on. Okay, sa permutation natin, so the term permutation refers to the arrangement of objects with the reference to the order. So, ibig sabihin, we have to find the arrangement of objects in terms of its order. No? So, andun yung mga term na i-arrange natin siya, very specific yung order niya, very specific yung rank nung pag-arrange sa kanya. So, that's permutation. No? You have to find the number of ways it is arranged. Yun yung isabi ng permutation. So, usually yung notation natin sa permutation, it can be yung notation natin pero yung P open close parenthesis na and R or open parenthesis and comma R close parenthesis is equal to n factorial all over n minus R factorial. Okay? So, pwede rin na so, yung notation natin, no, the general notation for this. So, your So, yung general notation sa permutation, pwedeng P, tas N, R. Pwede din na N, P, R. No, the N is the number of the sample, then R is kung ilan yung um, kukunin lang natin. No? Kung ilan lang yung uh, kukunin natin na number from N. So, let's have to evaluate this. Let's have an example later on. Mag-evaluate muna tayo. So, for the number 1, we have a P, 10, and 6, or pwede rin gawin siyang 10, P6. So, paano natin siya isosolve using the calculator? If you have your calculator with you, um, i-on lang ninyo yung calculator ninyo. Okay. So, 10P6, paano natin gagawin sa calculator yan? Nakita niyo yung NPR sa may multiplication malapit. Oh, sorry. Yeah. This notation sa multiplication, NPR, yes. So, kailangan mong i-shift yan para makagawa ka ng NPR. So, sample, 10P6. So, maglalagay mo na kayo ng 10. Tapos, shift multiply para makuha mo si P. And then, 6. So, makikita nyo sa interface ng calculator nyo, that's 10P6. Ibig sabihin, 10 taking 6 at a time. So, you have 10 samples, taken 6, kukuha ka ng 6 dun sa 10 na samples mo. Yun yung ibig sabihin ni 10P6. So, that's gonna give you 151,200. So, this will be, if ilalagay natin yun siya sa, if follow natin yung formula natin, kasi the NPR has a formula of n factorial over n minus r factorial. Ang mangyayari niyan, yung 10P6, magiging 10 factorial over 10 minus 6 factorial. No? So, this is just a manual way of solving this. Ang 10 factorial automatically, pwede nyo siyang i-calculator. No? It's here. No? I-shift nyo pa rin siya. Yeah. Yung dito na part, yeah, that's factorial. Yung dito na part ng calculator, sorry, nawawala. Ito, yeah, yeah. But what we're gonna do is let's make our life simple. So 10 factor is 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times, yeah, the definition of the factorial here itself is n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 and so on and so forth, diba? Until magiging yeah, until magiging 1 na lang siya. Okay? So, 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 factorial. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at 4 factorial na lang. So, 10 minus 6 is 4 factorial. So, cancel si 4 factorial. So, what you're gonna do is multiply 10 by 9, by 8, by 7, by 6, by 5. No? Or pwede niyo i-input na lang to sa calculator, 10P6. But if manually, ganito siya isosolve. Cancel si 4 factorial, and then that will give you 151,200. Next, number 2, the P 5, that's pwede siyang 5 or 5P5, pwede ganun. So that's 5 factorial over 5 minus 5 factorial. So this is 0. 0 factorial is 1. So that's gonna give you 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, so automatically 5 factorial is 120. Okay, next is number 3. We have P3, that's P43 plus P44, or or just of 4P3 plus 4P4 kung sa calculator niyo. So, pwede niyo i-input niya dire sa calculator niyo. But I'm just gonna make you look at how I solve it. So 4, that's 4 factorial. 4 minus 3, that's 1 factorial. So automatically 1 plus this is 4 factorial. This is 0 factorial. So ibig sabihin 4 factorial plus 4 factorial na lang yung nangyayari. And that will give you 48. No? So 4 times 3, 12 times 2, 24. 24 times 2, so 48. Okay, so again, let's just be reminded that it is an arrangement of number of objects in a definite order. So definite yung order sa permutation, no? So ibig sabihin, if you have a digit, for example, meron tayong digit na, sorry. For example, meron tayong digit numbers na 1, 2, 3, no? Ibig sabihin, kung magko-combine tayo ng digits from 1, 2, and 3, pwede siyang um, pwede siyang 1, 2, 3, 123, pwede siyang 213, no? Pwede siyang 231, no? Ito, magkakaiba sila ng order kasi ito nauna si 1, pangalawa si 2, pangalawa si 3, and so on and so forth. No? Ito naging 2, 1, 3, ito 3, 2, 3, 1. So magkakaiba sila ng arrangement nila. So this will constitute one outcome. No? So sa permutation, bibilangin mo lahat yung posibleng arrangement. No? We're talking about arrangement kasi. So to find the number of permutation of n items, we can use the fundamental counting principle or factorial notation. So that's why yung ginawa natin, ganun lang. So example, in how many ways are there of arranging all the letters of the word math? So for example, sa number 4 natin, in how many ways are there of arranging all letters of the word math? So the letters are math, so you have M-A-T-H, you have 4 letters here, and then i-arrange mo siya. So pag in-arrange mo siya, pwedeng M-A-T-H, M-T-H-A, M-H-T, and so on and so forth. So paano mo siya gagawin ngayon? You have a 4 letters. So parang same sa fundamental counting, number of counting. So ang gagawin mo, you have 4 letters. So the first letter, the second letter, the third letter, the fourth letter. So this is the first, the second, and the third, and the fourth. Ngayon, ilan ang pagpipilian mo sa first letter? 4 letters. The M, pwede si A, pwede si T, pwede si H. So you have now a 4 na letters. Now, automatically sa permutation kasi, in how many ways are there of arranging? I-rearrange mo lang siya. So, pag rearranging siya, walang repetition of letters. No? For example, sa math na word, hindi mo na pwedeng like ulitin si A or dalawang A. No? So, ibig sabihin, for example, nakuha ko na sa M dito na letter, automatically, ang naiwan na lang sa para sa second letter mo, yung A, C, T, and C, H na lang. So, that's 4 times 3. No, dito naman walang repetition, so nakuha ko na yung dalawa, so dalawa na lang yung naiwan. Dito nakuha ko na yung tatlo, so isa na lang naiwan. So that's gonna be 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, so you have 24 ways to arrange the letters M, A, T, H. So ito yung lahat ng mga arrangement niya. Okay, so let's have another example here sa permutation natin. If a die is, wait lang. 4, 1, 5. Sige. If a die is thrown and a coin is tossed, so yung die natin is the dice, no? So, we have six possible outcome doon sa dice natin. And yung coin natin, we have two, the head and tail. Sa dice natin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In how many ways, in how many different outcomes are possible? Yung sinasabi natin outcomes dito is the it's the parang pair of a outcome sa dice natin and outcome dun sa coin natin. So, ang gagawin natin, i-die natin times the coin lang. That represents the operation. So, there are six possible outcome for die and for the coin naman natin head or tail lang. So, hence, the number of different outcomes is 6 times 12. Automatically, 6 na sa dice, possible outcome, times 2 doon sa coin mo. So, that's fundamental ways of counting. So, if we're gonna look at it, kung magba-box method tayo, we have 6 for the dice, and then you have a head and tail dun sa coin natin. So, ilan lahat yun? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, there are 12 ways to do that. Okay, so in a cinema, this is example number 2. In a cinema, a customer in the VIP section has three choices of snacks. We have popcorn, nachos, and candy floss. Si candy floss yung sugar candy, yung parang, cotton candy pala. Siya pala si cotton candy, is candy floss. So the customer also has three choices of drink. No, so aside from the snacks, may drinks pa, water, cola, and wine. Now, you have to write down all the possible selections. Ano yung mga posibleng selections mo? Ibig sabihin, pwedeng popcorn water, popcorn cola, popcorn wine, or nachos water, nachos cola, and so on and so forth. No? How many different selections are possible? So, ang gagawin natin sa write down, isusulat mo. No? It's writing down. I-list mo lahat ng mga possible choices mo. Number 2 is bibilangin mo lang how many different selections. So, automatically, kailangan lalabas na we have 3 snacks and 3 wines, dapat 9. So, dapat dito sa write down all the different selections possible, isusulat mo yung 9 na possible selections mo. And number 2 is 9. Yeah. So, this is just a like very subjective na question. If your class went on a trip to the VIP cinema, which selections in your opinion would be a most popular, least popular? So, lang to. Very subjective siya. You can justify your answer naman anytime. So, ito yung solution for that, no? Number 1 is you have to list all the possible answers or possible outcome. And we call such list as all possible outcomes, which is the sample space. Yeah. So, ito, lahat ng possible outcome is what we call the sample space. Okay? And, ganito. So, for example, yeah, I just wanted to take note of this. Pag list, pag sinabi natin sample space, is actually all list of all possible outcomes. Ano yung mga posibleng outcomes natin? For example, dito, we have these 9 possible outcomes natin. So, that's sample space. Pag sinabi nating event, kukuha ka lang ng isang outcome mo. Just pick or one outcome. Or, depende kasi, for example, you have 2 events, yeah. So, ibig sabihin dito, selection of an outcome lang. It's a selected outcome. So, ibig sabihin, si event is a subset of, yeah, ang notation ko ng subset is dito eh. Yeah. Bakit ba? Hindi ko maintindihan. Yeah, it's a subset of the sample space. So, mas malaki si sample space kaysa kay event. Number 3, using the fundamentals counting. This is just parehas sa ginawa ko. And then the alternative method is a two-way table. And then in the justification, you can back up your opinion with a logical statement. You're answering the question correctly. Pwede mo sabihin na, okay, the most favorite would be since VIP siya, cinema siya, so popcorn, and then usually sa cinema, you want like water lang. So, pwedeng popcorn water or popcorn cola. No? Okay, question number three. Question number three na ba tayo? Yeah, but, um, wait, yeah, nakadepende pala dito. Example 1, example 2, yeah, example 3 tayo dito. Yeah, so example 3, so there are 41 students in a statistics class. How many ways are there for 5 students in this class to give correct answers to the questions? Paano natin gagawin yan? So, you have 41 students, no? Sorry. Automatically, you have 41 students. Sa 41 students na yan, sa class mo, how many ways, makailan ka, how many ways are there for 5 students? Pipili ka ng 5 students dyan in this class to give correct answers to this question. So, ibig sabihin, pipili ka lang ng 5 na estudyante na makaka-answer ng question. No? Ng question. So, yung 41, yun yung pool mo, ng students mo, pipili ka lang ng 5. So, in a classic or by writing it in a permutation form, you can just say the 41p5, no, or p41 comma 5. Pwedeng ganyan. So you can just input it to the calculator, no, or we can just say na okay, that's 41 factorial over 41 minus 5, no, so that's 41 minus 5, that's 36 factorial, tama ba? Yeah, 36 factorial. So 41 factorial is 41 times 40 times 39 times 38 times 37 times 36 factorial all over the 36 factorials, constant 36 factorial. That's gonna give you, I think it's 89927 760. Can you please double check it for me? Yeah, it's 41 times 40. Yeah. Okay, so pwede rin na 41 P5. Okay, so same lang din. Or that's how are you gonna do it with a formula na permutation. Or pwede rin na just like what we are using na yeah, sa fundamental ways of counting natin, uh, we have 5 questions, no? So this is like 2 methods. So method A is like doing that. Then method B is by fundamental ways of counting. We have 5 questions. So this first question, second question, third question, fourth question, 5 questions, fifth question. So this is the first, the second question, the third question, the fourth, and the fifth question. Okay, so first question, pipilian mo sa 41 na students. So automatically you have 41. Sa second question, di ba nakapili na yung unang estudyante? So, ang matitira na lang na pwedeng sumagot sa second question is 40 students. Dito, 39 students yung maiwan kasi may dalawa na nakasagot. 38 and then 37. And then you have to multiply all these numbers na lang. So, again, that's 89927 760. So, there are 2 ways to answer this question. You can do it by the fundamental ways of principle of fundamental counting or the permutation. So note that the order they go in in does not matter in this sample. So, yun. It for example, si student 1 dito, um, nagmamatter siya, iba yung, yeah, let's check. Okay. So, nangyari, uh, I'm gonna record this again. Sorry. So, sana ako? Ibig sabihin, si first student, iba yung pagkabilang pag sumagot siya ng fourth question. No? Magka, kung na-change yung order ng mga estudyante, kung sinong sasagot sa first, second, or third, fourth, and fifth question, pag na-change lang yung arrangement nila, that's another count. And then, nag-change lang naman ng order nila, another count. So, it does matter. No? Nagmamatter yung counting nila. Okay, number 4. Number 4, how many permutations A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and with A? Okay, so you have letters na A, B, C, D, E, F, and G na letters. And then dapat yung ending niya lang is A. So ito ang mag-arrange na mag-arrange. So ibig sabihin, automatically ang mag-arrange lang si B, C, D, E, F, G, no? Automatically yung 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, yung pang seventh letter automatically A kasi mag-end lang daw sa A. So si B, C, D, E, F, G sila yung maglalaro dun sa whatever in the middle. Okay? So ang mag-arrange lang is this one, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 6 letters lang. And, yung 6 letters na yun lang yung kukunin mo from the 6 letters natin. Yung 6 position pala, I mean, 6 positions natin dito, kukunin mo lang yung sa 6 letters na nandito. Bakit? Kasi yung A, andun na yung sa gitna eh. So, sa B, C, D, E, F, G lang. So ang mangyari, sa first choice mo, pwede kang 6, no? Sa second choice mo, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, i-multiply mo na lang yan. That's fundamental ways of counting na method ha. So, ilang ways yan. Kasi parang no repetition yung nangyayari dito. No? Pag nakuha mo na si B dito, hindi mo siya pwedeng ilagay sa second position. So, we have 720 ways. Or pwedeng by permutation, you can just say 6p6. So sa calculator 6p6, that's 6 factorial over 0 factorial. 6 factorial is 720 ways. Or you can do that kind of method. Okay, so that's your answer for that. Here's a question number 5. A combination lock will open when the right choice of three numbers from 1 to 30 inclusive is selected. How many different lock combinations are possible assuming no number is repeated? So parang same sa fundamental counting natin. If we're gonna answer this using fundamental counting, we have 30 digits, no, right choice of three numbers from 1 to 30. So ibig sabihin 1 to 30 yung pagpipilian mo na numbers. No? So you only have to get three numbers. Right choice of three numbers. The first number, second number, and the third number. Now, ang pagpipilian mo dito, automatically 30 pa. Sa second number, no repetition, ang nangyayari, so 29 na lang. Dito, 28 na lang. And then you have to multiply that. So, that's 24,360. Or by a permutation lang na method, we can just say that it's 30 P3, no? Of the 30 samples na kukunin natin or 30 choices, 3 lang yung kukunin natin. So 30 P taken 3 at a time. 30 numbers, no? Taken 3 numbers because of the combination na meron tayo dito. So that's 30 factorial over 27 factorial. So that's 24,360. No? Yeah. So ibig sabihin sa 30 na numbers, kukunin na natin, tatlo lang yung kukunin natin doon. It's taken 3 at a time. Yeah. So that's number 5. Number 6 is from a club of 24 members, a president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, and historian. So 5 na positions are to be selected. In how many ways can the offices be filled? So, in how many ways? Again, that's 24P5 or pwedeng 20, kung fundamental ways of counting, pwedeng 24 pilian mo sa president. And then sa vice president, since nakuha mo na yung isa sa president, magiging 23 na lang yung choices mo sa vice president. Sa secretary, magiging 22 na lang yung choices mo. No? So, no repetition yung nangyari dito sa permutation. Times 21 times 20 and yun lang. So 24 taken 5 at a time. That will give you 5,100,480. Okay, number 7. In how many ways can you select 2 letters followed by 3 digits for an ID if repeats are not allowed? So, ibig sabihin, you can select 2 letters followed by 3 digits. So, this is example 7. Hindi ko na ipapakita yung example 6 ah. So, sa example 7 natin, magsiselect tayo ng 2 letters, no? So, 2 letters, no, this is the first letter, the second letter, and then, followed by 3 digits of an ID. So, 1, 2, 3. So, this is the first digit, the second digit, and the third digit. So, dito, ang pwede mong pagpilian, ilan ba yung letter natin? 26. So, 26 yung pwede mong pagpilian dito. Once na nakuha mo na yung isang letter, no, hindi mo na pwede siyang, if repeats are not allowed, no. So, sinabi namin, repeats not allowed. So, for example, kung napili mo na si letter A, hindi mo na siya pwedeng piliin sa second letter niya. No, like AA, bawal siya. So, kasi no repetition. So, 26 ka sa first letter, sa second letter, 25. Sir, bakit 26? 26? Kasi di ba there are 26 in the alphabet. 26 letters in the alphabet. So, 26 yung choices mo. And then, sa dito naman, yung choices mo is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, you have 10 digits na pwedeng pagpilian dito. No repetition is allowed. So, that's 9 times 8. So, multiply mo na lang yan sila. That's gonna be 26 times 25 times 10 times 9 times 8. So that's 468,000. Or in a permutation notation, since this is a followed by, kung followed by, multiply. Kung or lang, plus lang. Diba? Yun yung sa rule natin. So, first is, you have to take 2, in the 26 letters, you take 2 letters for the first 2 combination, two letters para sa ID, and then i-multiply followed by 10 digits, no? Then taken 3 at a time kasi tatlo lang. So again, that will give you 468,000. So, yun, yung first part mo, and then the second part mo, na followed by. Um, Here we have number 7. How many four digits numbers can be written using the numbers from set 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 if repetitions are not allowed? So automatically there are five digits here, and then you have to select 4 lang. So 5P4, no? 5 taken 4 at a time. So yan, pwede natin i-solve natin. So there are other cases, special cases natin dito. For example, yung sa permutation in a circle natin, the number of permutation of n distinct objects arranged in a circle. Once naka-arrange sila sa circle, it's automatically n minus 1 factorial. For example, this in the example 9, in how many ways can 5 persons arrange themselves in a round table? So, yung kasi the arrangement kasi natin dun sa um, sa circular pattern natin. Kung naka-circle tayo, arrange in a circle tayo. So you have 5 persons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So itong arrangement nila is in a circle lang. So if the first person here, then you have a second person here, no? Iikot lang sila. Magiging first person dito, yung second person magiging dito. So iikot lang yan sila, bawal sila magsapawan. Okay, so arrange in a circle, ibig sabihin bawal silang mag-rearrange ng mag-skip, no? So si first pati si second magkatabi lang talaga yan sila. Ito na tao pati ito na tao magkatabi lang always. Bawal silang mapagitnaan or what. So in how many ways can 5 persons arrange themselves in a table and minus 1 factorial? So that will give you 5 minus 1 factorial, 4 factorial, that's gonna give you 24. So the number of distinct permutation of n things, of which n1 are one of the kind, and n2 of another kind, and so on and so forth, nk of an eighth kind, you have this notation. No? So number of distinct permutation of n things, in which doon sa number of things mo na n, no? Meron kang n1 of a first kind and n2 of a second kind. Ibig sabihin, sa sobrang dami mo ng mga samples mo, may magkakapare-pareho within. For example, ito. How many different ways can 3 red, 4 yellow, 2 bulbs can be arranged in a strings of Christmas tree lights with 9 sockets? No? So automatically, you have 9 sockets na kailangan mo i-filled up. And then you have 3 red, 4 yellow, and 2 blue. So automatically 9 lahat 'yon. No? So 9 factorial, that's the number of the sockets na kailangan mong ilagay doon. Every sockets automatically it represents a bulb, no? One socket, one bulb. So there are 9 permutation for the sockets, kahit ano ang arrangement niya, no? But in that arrangement of 9 sockets, no, dapat tatlo yung red, so that's 3 all over 3 factorial, apat yung yellow, and then dalawa yung blue. No, so ibig sabihin sa 9 ko na sockets, dapat magsasum din ng 9 yung sa baba. Yung 3 plus 4 plus 2 is equal to 9. Okay? So, yung 9 sockets ko para siyang divided into groups. So, merong 3 groups of red. We have 4 groups of yellow and two yeah, that's two blue bulbs. Ganon. So you just have to answer the exercises here. Number one, number two, number three, number four, number five, number six, number seven, number eight. So that's an exercise for your permutation. Okay, so let's proceed sa combination natin. Combination. So like this is kumbaga kapatid siya ni permutation, no? But sa combination, arrangement of the objects not in particular order. Nag-arrange ka rin ng objects pero not in particular order. No? Ibig sabihin, if for example, sa combination niya, I'm gonna write exercises na. You have this is an exercise in combination. So here, for example, you have a digit now 3 to 5. Itong 3 to 5 na digit, kung um, pwede siyang i-rearrange ng 2, 3, 5. Wait lang. For example, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, kukuha ka lang ng 2 digits dito. Let's say, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, and so on and so forth. Ngayon, sa permutation, ito isang bilang, ito another bilang, 3 another count, ito another count, no? So, kinakount mo siya based doon sa specific arrangement niya. Ngayon, combination, this one is considered as counted as one. This one is counted as another one. Why? It's because they just like composed of the same um, digit. Like example, si 2 3 2 3 pa rin to. Naging 3 2 lang yung arrangement niya. Pero the fact na pareha lang yung element nila sa arrangement nila, it's just the same. No, parang igugrupo mo sila. So hindi nagma-matter yung arrangement dito, hindi nagma-matter yung order dito. Same as that 1 and 2, no? Si 1 and 2 pareha lang yung digits niya doon sa 2 and 1 um na isang um two-digit number. So ito counted as 1, ito counted as another 1. Okay? Yun yung pinagkaiba ni permutation. Si permutation, very specific siya sa arrangement eh. Si combination, hindi. As long as andun yung mga elements, they can be grouped as 1. So, ang notation niya, NCR. No? So, nasa calculator din yun siya. Nasa division naman siya. Here. So, shift division sign, makakuha ka ng C. So, for example, 8, shift division sign, tapos 4, automatically 70. Yan, pwede mo rin yan i-input. 5 times 5C2 minus 5C4. 25. Yan. And so on and so forth. So, again, the combination is an arrangement of the number of objects with no definite order. So, wala kang definite order. Si 2, 3, pareha lang siya kay 3, 2. No? The elements are still the same. So, let's have an example here. Example 4. So, example 4 natin, 4, from 4 ECE and 3 CE students. So, you have ECE students and civil engineering students. Sa ECE, may 4. Sa civil, may 3. Find the number of committees of 3 that can be formed using 2 ECEs. 2 ECEs and 1 CE. So, again, sa example natin, we have ECE na 4. And then you have a civil na 3. Now, you have to find a committee of 3. So, ibig sabihin, maggawa ka daw ng grupo ng tatlong tao. So you have to find a committee of three members that can be formed consisting of two ECE and one civil. So sa committee na to, dapat dalawa yung ECE and isa lang yung civil. Okay? So, by using the fundamental ways of counting, you have three committees to be filled. No? Okay, so three so yung dito you have two events na pwede nating pagkuhanan sa committee natin. The first is that 2 ECE, yung dalawang ECE na nakukunin natin, kukunin natin siya sa apat na available na ECE. So that's gonna be four combination of two. No? It doesn't necessarily na kung sinong maunang makuha sa kanila. For example, sa ECE, meron tayong apat na estudyante, A, B, C, D. Then ito, F, G, H. Dito, ang ibig sabihin nito, sa apat na A, B, C, D, sa apat na estudyante na si A, si B, C, and si D, pag kinuha ko si C and D, it's like the same na kinuha ko na rin si D and C. No? So, isang count lang si C and D at saka si D and C. So, for combination 2. Yung one civil, it's like saying na kukuha ako sa tatlong civil ng isa. No? So, this will be, from our notation ng factorial, that's n combination, n factorial over r factorial times n minus r factorial. So, ibig sabihin, this will be 4 factorial, 2 times 2 factorial times 4 minus 2 is 2 factorial. That's gonna give you 6. And here, we have 3 factorial times 1 factorial times 2 factorial. Gonna give you 3. So, this is an event followed by, kasi, syempre, pag nag-select ka ng dalawa dito, mag-select ka ng isa. So, this is followed by. So, n, 1, So, that's multiplication. So, 6 times 3 is equal to 18 ways. So, sa isang committee, for example, kinuha mo, sa example lang tayo ha. Say, for example, you have, in one committee, you have si A na ECE, si B na ECE, si G na civil. Okay? Sa isang committee, ganon. Same lang din siya sa committee na B na ECE, A na ECE, G. Same ito, counted as 1. So, sa combination, ito counted as 1. Sa kay permutation, magkaiba. Magkaiba si A, B, G kay B, A, G. No? It's because very specific yung order ni permutation. Si kay combination, no. As long as andun yung magkakasama yung mga elements, they are considered as 1 or counted as 1. Okay, sana naintindihan nyo yung difference ng permutation pati combination. So in conclusion, if the order doesn't matter, it is automatically combination. Otherwise, it is permutation. Permutation is an ordered combination. No, so mas malaki si permutation or mas maraming number of ways si permutation kasi very specific yung order niya. Kaya combination, hindi nagmamatter kung yung order niya within. So, to play a particular card game, each player is dealt with 5 cards from a standard of 52 cards. How many different hands are possible? So, automatically, sa isang hand, 5 cards lang yun eh. So, sa example, kung meron ka ng sarili mong hand, no? Or you have 5 cards in your hand, it doesn't matter kung ano yung order ng cards na nasa kamay mo, no? It doesn't matter. So yung 5 cards mo, kukunin yun sa 52 standard deck. So that's why we have 52C5 or C52, 5. So dito, sa example, sa example 5, we have, pwede natin isulat na 52C5. You have 5 cards, no, from your standard deck of 52. So automatically, you can just use your calculator for this and you have 2,598,960. So there are that combinations nung cards na pwede mong kunin. 5 cards sa 52. No? So number 6, how many different initial, no, blackjack hands are there. So, yung jack natin, di ba, apat yung jack, no? And then, yung red natin is diamond and heart. And then, yung black natin is the spade and the clover. So, kukunin mo lang si spade and si clover from the standard na 52. So, that's, sa example 6 natin, that's 52. Then, you're gonna get 2 cards lang. So, that's, if you follow the formula, you're gonna get 1,326 na. And so on and so forth. Okay, a student must answer 3 out of 5 multiple choice questions. So 3 sa 5, so you have 5 combination of 3. Automatically yun na. Pwede natin i-solve na diretso. A basketball team consists of 2 centers, 5 forwards, and 4 guards. So ito, say, wait lang, I'm gonna write na lang dito. So sa example 7, you have 5C3. And then example 8, you have a basketball team consists of 2 centers. So, meron tayong 2 centers. You have 5 forwards na available. And you have 4 guards. So, yun yung team nila. Now, syempre, sa basketball, 5 lang yung kukunin mo. So, in how many ways can the coach selecting a starting lineup of 1 center? So, kukuha ka ng 1 center, 2 forwards, and 2 guards. Okay. So, si 1 center kukunin mo sa dalawang available, si dalawang forward kukunin mo sa 5 na forwards na available, si 2 guards kukunin mo sa 4 na available. So, that gonna give you 2 galing sa center natin, 2 combination 1 times kukuha ka ng dalawang forward mo sa 5 na available times kukuha ka ng dalawang guards mo sa 4 na available, no? Ano? Mali yung notation ko. Kukuha ka ng 5 sa ng dalawa sa 5 and then kukuha ka ng um, sa 4 kukuha ka ng dalawa. So that's gonna give you 120. Okay, so find the number of different subset of size 3 in the set matrix. So there are 9 letters sa letters sa MATHROCKS and then you only have to find 3. So 9 combination 3. And these are the examples of combinations natin. So ano lang yung pagkaiba ng permutations combinations? Here are the general summary or the summary of it. So number of ways selecting R items out of N items. So, ibig sabihin, kukuha ka lang ng specific na R items in a N items. So, repetitions are not allowed, both yan sa permutation combination. Sa permutation, again, paulit-ulit ko ito sinasabi that order is important. Sa combinations, order is not important. Arrangement of N items taken R at a time si permutation. Si combination naman, subset of N. Ibig sabihin, kukuha ka doon kay N mo, subset, o grupo, igugrupo mo yung kukunin mo dun kay combination mo. No? Subsets of N items taken R at a time. Yun yung formula. So, yung mga clue na permutation yung gagamitin natin if nagsasabi tayo ng arrangement, no? Very specific. The schedule, very time, no? Or chronological yung order mo. So, and then yung order. Yun yung mga clue words sa permutation. So, combinations naman, like example, you have to get a group of people coming from here. that's a combination. Or you have to make a committee coming from here. So, or you have to get sample, no, or a select. You select five people out of, like say, 20 persons. Yeah, group of persons. So yun si combination. Okay, so factorial ito madali na lang to, no. This is a run through lang. Automatically si factorial meron tayong para exclamation point at the end of a number. So example 5 factorial, that's gonna be 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 and so on and so forth. So yeah, this is just a recap of your factorial. The number of ways of arranging n object is n factorial. If you have to arrange the number of n objects, automatically that's n factorial. So you have to do this. Working with factorials, for example, if you have 20 factorial divided by 10 factorial, what you're gonna do is you multiply 20 times 19 and so on and so forth hanggang sa magkakaroon ka ng 10 factorial. And then, yung 10 factorial na yun, cross out mo siya sa division na 10 factorial. No? So, cancel out si 10 factorial. And then, what's left, yun na lang yung multiply mo. So, for example, a student have 5 reference book, one each on the math, geography, art, history, and economics. The books are to be placed in a row. So, for example, ito yung 5 books na i-arrange mo. So, ang tanong is, in how many ways do you want to arrange this? So, that's 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. If no repetition, no repetition yung nangyari dito. So, 120. So, this is just a possible homeworks natin gagamitin. So, thank you very much for coming to the class, for listening to this class. I'm gonna upload this video.